All right. This is Sunday, May 31st, 2026, and I am on day 13 post-operative from my right total hip replacement surgery, and I am just out taking the longest walk that I've taken thus far. I'm out here walking around my parents' neighborhood in the nice little Los Angeles County suburb of Cerritos. This is where I actually grew up. I grew up in this neighborhood, and I've been recuperating at my mother and stepfather's house since the day of my surgery, May 18th, 2026. So I've just been convalescing here, and I'm grateful for the help. I'm grateful for my mother and stepfather. They've been really great to me. They've been very supportive of me, and my mother specifically has been really waiting on me hand and foot for the most part over the last 13 days, even though I haven't really needed that much help. I've actually been very functional since the day I arrived home from the surgery. I've been very, very surprised that this whole total hip replacement surgery thing has been so easy. So very easy, much easier than I was expecting it to be. I had the surgery built up into being a big, bad, scary monster in my mind, but it turned out to be nothing like that, and I'm happy about that. But anyway, I'm just out here taking a walk and slowly increasing the amount of walking that I'm doing. I've been using a cane. I graduated from using the walker to using a cane like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. And it feels pretty good. I mean, I can walk fine without the cane. So I really don't even need the cane, but I'm using the cane just to prevent falls because I'm very fearful of tripping over my feet or stumbling over some uneven pavement to the point where I may end up dislocating my hip, and I definitely don't want to dislocate my hip, so I'm just using the cane basically as a precaution. But I feel great. As you can see, my right foot points straight ahead now, whereas before when I would walk, it would sort of kick off to the side like this. So the surgery, in addition to lengthening my leg length, the surgeon actually made my right leg even with my left now. He also corrected the abnormal rotation of my right leg, so it now points nice and straightly towards the front, and I like that. It points straight ahead. It was a little awkward having my right foot sort of kick off to the side, but as you can see, my left foot sort of kicks off to the side because my left hip is also bad, and I plan on having my left hip replaced in about 3 to 4 months after I recover sufficiently from the right hip. But yeah, that's about it. I just felt like making a quick little video. Nothing out of the ordinary, just to sort of document my progress. I've pretty much been stuck at home though. I've been going out of my mind because I haven't been able to drive at all since the surgery, and I was gonna wait until my first post-operative appointment on June 8th to drive or to do anything like that. I was expecting the surgeon to give me the okay, but yesterday I just couldn't take it anymore, so I tested it out. I got in the car and I drove to Trader Joe's, and I did a little bit of shopping, and I drove home, and then again this morning I drove to Starbucks and got some coffee and then returned home. So I can drive. You know, the hardest part is getting into and out of the vehicle because my vehicle sits low to the ground. So it's a little bit difficult to bend all the way down to get into the driver's seat and then to, have to get out of the car once I return home. So that's a little bit difficult, but it's not that hard. It's just I'm very fearful of dislocating my hip or doing anything to injure the hip. So I'm trying to avoid any movements that put my hip in a precarious position. So getting into and out of the car, I try to keep my leg straight, and I try to avoid any excessive bending. So that makes it a little bit difficult to get into and out of the car. But once I'm in, I'm fine. I can operate the foot pedals fine, the brake, the gas, there's no issue there. So it's not like I'm a hazard on the road, and I'm not taking any narcotic pain medication or anything, so I'm good to go. But yeah, that's about it. This is my handy little cane. I'm just recuperating from right total hip replacement surgery performed on May 18th, and I'm just going for a nice little walk around my folks' neighborhood here in Cerritos, California. And this is day 13 post hip replacement surgery, and I will check in at a later date. And also to let you know, Brenda is at the boarding facility. Brenda wasn't able to stay here at the house. I wasn't going to be able to manage Brenda because she's too rambunctious and active, and I needed to spend the first 2 or 3 weeks just focusing on recuperating, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So Brenda's at a local boarding facility, but we will be reuniting in the very near future. Thank you.